Good evening. It's Saturday, the 12th of December 2020. Diane Hands bringing you Book for the Day. Human Crossings. 9 stories about refugees. And for the last few days, I've been reading to you the story that I wrote for this book. Rubina's story. From riches to rags to riches. And yesterday, we left the story where Rubina had just met the baker, and this is what he said to her. Tomorrow is Saturday, so if you want bread tomorrow, make sure you are here early, as I do not come on Sundays. I cover the bread and cake with my waterproof and thank the baker again. Turning to the lady, thank you so much for being so kind, and I do not even know your name. Mine's Rubina. She replies, I'm Amina. This lady seems so kind. Rubina breaks off a piece of the bread and gives it to Amina, saying, why don't you come back to our tent for a while? The rain has stopped. So Amina collects a few pieces of dry cardboard and follows Rubina. Rubina goes into the tent, sits on her bed and shares out the bread and the cake. Amina puts down the cardboard on the floor and sits next to Rubina. The tent flap is pulled back and Father comes in. He is very apologetic. Rubina, I am so sorry. I have put you through so much. Please forgive me. The men I've been buying whiskey from will sell me no more and are going to help me to stop drinking. This is one more challenge for you too, Rubina, as I am going to need your help too. Then he sees this stranger sitting with Rubina. This is Amina, says Rubina. She helped me when all the food had gone at the soup kitchen. Hello, Amina, Father says. Has Rubina told you her mother has died recently? I have been wallowing in self-pity and getting drunk, leaving everything to Rubina. But that is going to change. Here is your locket and your coat, Rubina. I am so sorry. I must go, Amina says. Please come back later, Rubina pleads. I will, Amina replies. Over the next few days, Amina and Rubina share their stories. This creates a bond between them as they share experiences that they have not shared with anyone before. Rubina feels that Amina is here to help her to support her family. Father makes himself useful around the camp. Frank visits but has no spare plot. And there is no news of Mr. Ben Joseph either. Father's agent is endeavouring to locate Mr. Ben Joseph. No one seems to have seen or heard from him in weeks. We wait. Rubina is so pleased that she now has a friend, someone to talk to. One day, we hear lots of shouting. What's going on? We all go towards the entrance to see what it is all about. A large crowd of people is gathering at the camp entrance and manage to find Amina in the crowd. I don't understand what is going on. We go and sit down on a log under a tree while she tries to explain it to me, what she thinks is happening. After a few minutes, she gets up from the log and goes to talk with a woman who is just leaving the crowd. At the entrance, apparently, a lot of the men want to walk about 6 kilometres across farmland and woods to force their way across the border. There seems to be some agreement because the crowd breaks up and I hear someone say, "Okay, 10 a.m. tomorrow." Amina comes with me to tell father and he agrees we should try it. About 10 a.m. we see lots of people moving towards the camp entrance, many of them carrying bags of various kinds, pushing or pulling little carts loaded with their belongings. We join them, but we do not take anything with us. It is raining again, and I don't see Amina. We walk slowly with the crowd, father holding Rosarita's hand. She holds Saeed's hand, and he holds mine. The crowd turns on the track outside the camp, and we start to cross fields, slipping and sliding in the mud. Makes walking hard work, but fortunately, none of us fall down. After what seems like hours, we come to a stop. We hear there's a stream up ahead, and it is full with all the recent rain. In the confusion, I see Amina. She looks lost, and I'm so pleased to see her. And she seems pleased to see us. She tells us about the river and says she's scared to cross. Father says, "We'll have a look, and you can come with us. It may not be as bad as you think." We get to the riverbank, and it looks very uninviting. It's dirty and flowing fast and probably icy cold. Still, people are wading across. I watch one boy about Saeed's size, and the water almost covers him, but someone puts an arm under him and keeps his head above water. He looks very cold when he reaches the far bank. And that's where we'll leave it for today. So we'll find out what happens to them tomorrow. Human Crossings can be found on Amazon, and you can also read some more about the stories on our Facebook page. Until tomorrow, Diane Hands. Good night.